Hello friends! Did you all have a great week? I did too. And now it's Friday, it's Friday. I hope you dance the happy dance with me. Today we're gonna make, I would say this is my favorite dessert that I make at home. It's a lemon pie. It's a perfect summer treat and it's really easy to make, so win-win. Let me show you the ingredients you are going to need to make this lemon pie. You're going to need 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. I bought the ones already crumbled in the box. It just makes it easier, but if you have the whole cookies in the box, you can process them in your food processor. You also need 6 tablespoons of butter that we're going to melt and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're going to use this for the crust for our pie. For the lemon filling, we have 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk, 3 egg yolks, not the whole egg, just the yolks, a pinch of salt, and about 2/3 cup of fresh lemon juice, which is about 4 to 5 lemons. I like my lemons a little tangier, so I'm gonna go for the full 5. I don't recommend you use the bottled lemon juice. You really wanna have the fresh taste of lemons in this pie. For the fresh whipped topping that we're gonna put on top, you need 2 cups of heavy cream, a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm gonna meet you back here, grab your ingredients, and we'll get started on our pie crust. For the pie crust, we're gonna combine the graham crackers, the melted butter, and the brown sugar. We're gonna mix that together till it looks like wet sand. When it's all mixed together, I'm gonna spread it on the bottom of my pie dish and up the sides. I'm using a 9-inch deep dish pie dish. You can use whatever you have. I prefer this size because I think it looks the nicest when the pie is all completed. Try to press it as firmly and as evenly as you can. Before I put it in the oven, I usually wipe around the rim to get rid of any stray crumbs. Now it's ready to go in the oven. I've had my oven preheating to 350 degrees. This is gonna bake for about 8 minutes and then I'm gonna let it cool completely. While the pie crust is cooling, let's make the filling. So I'm going to add my 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk, the 3 egg yolks, the salt, and the lemons. I'm going to cut my lemons in half and then put them through my squeezer. Once you have all the ingredients in the bowl, you're going to use your wire whisk if you're using a stand mixer and mix it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure you scrape down your bowl at least once to make sure everything's getting combined. Once it's all mixed, give it a tap a couple of times on the counter to get out any air bubbles. Then pour it right into your crust and we're gonna bake it at 350 for 10 minutes. The pie is out of the oven. I let it cool to room temperature and then I put it in the refrigerator. You're supposed to cover the pie with saran wrap. I don't, because one time I did that and some of the pie filling came up onto the saran wrap. So I actually put it in a cake holder and I leave it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 2 hours and up to overnight. So you notice I'm wearing a different color shirt? I left the pie in overnight in the refrigerator. I have this pie keeper that I love. It fits pies perfectly, and it comes in handy for other things like cookies. I can put in there and keep fresh. So I got this at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I get a lot of good use out of it. So I'm going to take the pie out of the holder. You can see it's all smooth. I'm remembering when my youngest son was little, I had made this pie and I left it on the stove to come to room temperature, and when I came back later in the day, there was a big fingerprint in the middle of the pie. He didn't get in too much trouble because I do cover this in fresh whipped cream, but you never know with kids, right? So I'm going to start making the fresh whipped cream. So I had my bowl and my wire whisk in the refrigerator to keep everything nice and cold. And I'm going to add my heavy cream, my vanilla, and the powdered sugar and whip it up till it forms stiff peaks like whipped cream. So you can see what the whipped cream looks like. It's ready to go on the pie. At this point, you could spread it on with a knife or a spatula. I like to pipe it in a piping bag to make the pie look extra special. I have a little trick to get all the whipped cream into the bag easily. You may know this trick if you bake a lot. I take a glass and I put my bag in the glass. And I just fold down the bag and fill the whipped cream in the bag. It keeps it nice and stable, and I don't have to worry about a lot of mess. And now I'm just going to pipe circles onto the pie. I'm going to cut up a lemon and put some raspberries on it for garnish. Doesn't this look really pretty? This is a great summer pie. It's so fresh and delicious and refreshing. You don't have to leave it overnight to put the whipped cream on top. A couple of hours will do. I hope you enjoy this as much as my family does. I'll see you next time.